Greetings, LCR family. I hope you're doing well and sincerely hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday of prayer and gratefulness with your family and friends. As you may remember, when I became president, I said this was going to be a term of transitions. And this next coming week at LCR is definitely going to be a week of transition. A week of transition unlike no other that I remember at LCR. The first transition is Thursday, November 30th. This will be the last day for Pastor Ruth as she begins her retirement. I'm so glad that so many of you were able to join us last Sunday to appreciate and celebrate her year of service for LCR as she navigated us through some very exciting and challenging waters this past year. And we so appreciate her service. The second transition is December 1st. Pastor Bonnie Lanya begins her part-time service at LCR as a bridge pastor. She'll be presiding over worship on Sunday at both services, so please wear your name tags. And there will be an opportunity to greet and meet her at the Advent dinner on Sunday, December 10th at 5 o'clock. You will also be able to read her bio in the next week's weekly to learn more about her. The third transition is Saturday, December 2nd. The call committee and council are looking forward to introducing the candidate for pastor at a meet and greet from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the gathering room. We highly encourage you to come and meet the candidate. As you know, since January, the call committee has been working to identify a pastoral candidate for LCR. They initially developed the minister site profile based on the responses gained through the congregational appreciative inquiry process. This document served as a job description for LCR and was made available nationwide through the ELCA database to which candidates could apply with their credentials in the form of the rostered minister profile. Subsequently, the call committee diligently interviewed candidates, a total of 10, as they prayerfully determined which candidate would recommend to council based on how the candidate matched LCR's vision, ministries, and priorities. By the time they endorsed the candidate to council, they had interviewed the primary candidate twice by Zoom and once in person. They also called and checked all the references to confirm the authenticity of the candidate. And they enthusiastically endorsed the candidate to the council for their consideration. Then, council met with the candidate for 3 hours, and the council also enthusiastically voted to bring the candidate to the congregation for consideration as the next pastor for LCR. Hence, we would really encourage you all to come and meet the candidate on Saturday morning, December 2nd, from 9 to 11 o'clock in the gathering room. The candidate's bio will be available for you to read. The candidate will also share with the congregation thoughts on different aspects of ministry that are important to them. It is important to know that the purpose of the meet and greet is to give the congregation an opportunity to see whether they are comfortable with the candidate as their pastor. It is not a fifth interview of extensive questioning. The candidate has already weathered 4 of those from the call committee as well as from the council. This is a venue of fellowship, listening, and prayerful discernment of whether the candidate would be a good fit into the LCR community. It is an also opportunity to hear the candidate's vision and ministry priorities and how they align with LCR ministries and vision. And then on the 4th day of transition, Sunday, December 3rd, congregation members will vote as a congregation meeting on whether to call the candidate as the next pastor for LCR. As we all know, this is the most important vote for LCR. Because we would like the meeting to start promptly at 9:45 in the sanctuary, we encourage you to arrive early to sign in and get your ballot. A quorum of the congregation, 10% of the congregational voting membership is required for the meeting to be convened. A voting member is anyone who has been confirmed in the church in the name of the triune God and has communed and contributed to the LCR congregation within the past year. A 2/3 majority vote of the quorum by written ballot is needed to call the candidate as a pastor. If the first vote is positive, Elizabeth Schreiner, the congregation treasurer, will present the compensation and benefits package for the candidate. The package will be voted on with a voice vote. If the decision is not readily discernible, a subsequent vote will be taken by a show of hands. A simple majority is required to approve the compensation package. Absentee or proxy votes cannot be accepted for either matter. And finally, Throughout this process, we cannot overemphasize the importance of confidentiality of the candidate's identity. If the candidate decides to accept LCR's call, the candidate will inform the congregation they are currently serving, and they must give at least 30 days notice. Once it has been confirmed that the other congregation is aware of the opportunity for the pastor, an official announcement will be made to the entire LCR community, and then we can all talk about it. This is a very exciting time for LCR. We have been working towards this time for about a year now, and we are blessed that we have this opportunity to help formulate the next phase of LCR's future. So I encourage you to please join us on Saturday, December 2nd from 9 to 11 a.m. to meet and talk with the candidate in the gathering room. And most importantly, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday morning, December 3rd at 9:45 in the sanctuary to vote on the future of LCR. In the meantime, please continue to pray for the LCR community and the candidate as we continue through our transition. And thanks be to God who has led us to this place. Thank you.